Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, October 6, 2019. Indeed, I am back from my long journey, and I made so many great experiences that we will have things to talk about for at least this episode and maybe even for the next episode and maybe even for more episodes. I'm not sure how long it will take me to discuss and talk about all those amazing things that have happened. So as you can hear, I am over the moon. I am super excited. I am super happy to be back. But I'm also a little bit sad that I'm back because traveling is amazing. Traveling is just awesome. I even tweeted about it and I can't really recall or what I wrote, but it was something along the lines like, okay, traveling is awesome. I'm super sad that I am back home. So what's next? Where to go next? And more importantly, when will be the next journey? So it's just fantastic. It's like here in the coffee break world, I just enjoy being in a place for a short amount of time, so a few days, 3 days, 4 days or so, and then move on to the next location and explore this location. And that's basically what I did during this vacation. I mean, I knew most of the places where I have been, but still, it was fantastic. It was super amazing, and unfortunately tomorrow I have to return to work. And what that? This is dangerous, my friends. This is super dangerous. This is just a super thin layer of snow, and I mean, if you just think, hey, okay, I can just walk along here. You walk along and okay, I'm stuck in the snow, and now I'm underneath the snow. Luckily, this is just a pool and not a lava pool or so. This would have been pretty bad, but I'm not quite sure. Can snow be above a pool of lava? Won't this work? Not sure. I guess we just have to be more careful out here when we explore those snowy biomes. But exploring. As I said, made so many great experiences. It was just awesome. It was just amazing, fascinating, fantastic. So I'm over the moon. I'm really over the moon. When I think back to the last 2 weeks, and I'm looking forward to tell you all the great things I experienced, to tell you the story of this super long journey. And as discussed in the last episode, the super long journey started with a drive up to Berlin, because it turned out that flying from Berlin to Sweden is much cheaper than flying from Frankfurt to Sweden. And since I wanted to visit my parents anyway, it was the perfect opportunity to just book a flight from Berlin and to drive there, so to Berlin and to my parents, on Monday. I think I left my place around noon or so. What was okay. Was a good drive. They even managed to finish a few construction sites, so I got there pretty good, pretty easy. No bad incidents. Everything was fine. Spent a good evening with my parents. We had some fun, I talked about all those things I planned for my vacation. Then the first real day off was over. So basically it was just driving to Berlin and spending some quality time with my parents, getting ready to fly to Sweden because I had to repack a few things. I mean, as discussed in the last episode, I plan to be away from my place for nearly 2 weeks, and I wanted to visit various places, so I thought, okay, I need this and that and so many different things, but for Sweden I just needed a selection of all those things, so I repacked my things, left a few things behind I wouldn't need in Sweden, and yeah, was ready for the journey. The next day, Tuesday, started with, there's some more bad snow, some more cheaty snow. That's fun. Or, well, not quite sure if this is really fun, but it's interesting. Interesting and dangerous, I would say. Cool. Cool, funny. There is some lava. Let's see. Is there some... Can there even be some snow above lava? Not here. At least here's no... There are no bad traps. But still, I think we should be super careful that we don't fall into lava. This would be devastating. This would be very devastating. There's more of this cheaty snow. That's mean. It's very mean. Yeah, so next day, Tuesday. Since I also tweeted about this on my way back home, since airports are rather chaotic, for some reason that's basically what I wrote in my tweet. Airports are chaotic, but they manage to get the job done, which is traveling. And yeah, since they still manage to get the job done, but I don't really like the chaos of being at an airport, going through the security checks and so on. I thought, okay, it would be good to at first exercise a little bit, and so I went swimming in the morning. Was really nice. Was really a great start into the day. Was a little bit hazy in the morning, and yeah, was nice. I mean, the weather wasn't so problematic because there was the pool is indoors, so there was no fog indoors. But still, it was interesting to look out of the window, and was an interesting atmosphere. It was really a cool atmosphere. The plane was scheduled to depart at 11 a.m. I guess. So after breakfast, we drove to the airport, and I got there around 9:30. Dropped my baggage, my bag off, and went through the security check. I decided to not walk through the terminal and to check all those various shops, because in the end, all those shops are the same. So you don't really find something super special, something super cool. They aren't really... In the end, that's also a weird thing about airports. Sure, at some super great, super prestigious airports such as Frankfurt or so, you also do have some super luxury shops where you think, okay, I don't see those things everywhere else. But most other airports do have their random shops, their Hugo Bosses, their shops for getting some new luggage or so. And yeah, there's nothing really interesting, something that you wouldn't see anywhere else. So in this case, I just decided, okay, let's go through the security check, find a good place, and browse a little bit the internet to get some ideas what I can do in Sweden, because my travel plans until this point were mostly like, okay, I like to explore the surrounding environment around Stockholm, so the Stockholm area. But this far, I haven't really thought about where to go, what to see, how to do this. I just booked a car and thought, okay, the rest I will figure out once I'm there. So I used the time as I was waiting for the plane to arrive, which unfortunately arrived with a delay, so the entire flight to Sweden was delayed in the end. But yeah, I used the time to browse Google Maps, to scroll through Google Maps to find some places where I thought, okay, this place could be good, could be interesting. I should bookmark it, and yeah, so I made some plans. Then it was time to board the plane. It's just a very short flight from Berlin to Stockholm, just 1.5 hours or so. So was a nice flight, quick flight. Had a window seat. I always get window seats because it's so amazing to look out of the window, to look down to the earth, to just see the world from above, and to see, okay, from up here the world seems to be super cool, super amazing. and you can forget about all the problems you have on the surface. So that's always fascinating. And yeah, so arrived at Stockholm Airport. I must really say the service at Stockholm Airport is really amazing, because normally when you wait for your luggage, it takes some time until the conveyor starts to bring your luggage. But, well, after I got out of the plane, I followed the signs, baggage claim this direction, and as I got to the conveyor, it was about to start. So just 2 minutes later, so it started and I got my luggage. So it was really quick. It was really amazing. It was really great service. So got my luggage, and then I wanted to do 2 different things. On the one hand, I was hungry, so I needed something to eat. On the other hand, I wanted to get my rental car. And I decided, okay, whatever I find first, I will do. And I found something to eat. In the end, it was probably one of the... What's going on with this dolphin? That's weird. More on the expensive side of sandwich, but it was good. I had a delicious sandwich and some some muffin or so, chocolate muffin. So yeah, was really content. Then I thought, okay, now it's time to get the rental car. There were a few signs in the airport pointing into one direction, so I found the signs. Suddenly, the sign stopped, and I found myself in a different terminal, but I did not find the car rental service. So in the end, oh dear, creeper, I found an information booth. I asked the service desk worker, okay, I followed signs, where are the car rental services? That she then said, well, you have to leave the building, take the shuttle bus and drive to the car rental service place, because they do have a specific area just for renting your cars. Which at first might sound a little bit confusing, but in the end, it's super easy, super amazing, because when you get your car or when you return your car, there are no other people around. It's just the car rental services. So no other taxi drivers, no other people bringing people to the airport, bringing them back. No hassle with finding a parking spot or so to place a car and then to search for the car rental service to return the car keys. So this was quite convenient. Got there, got to the service desk worker. After doing the usual things like showing my ID card and showing my driver's license and so on, he finally gave me the car keys and said, hey, sir, you got an upgrade. And I, hooray, that's great. Because since I was traveling alone, thought, okay, let's get the smallest car possible, because I don't really need so much space. I mean, I just need a car where I can sit in and drive to various places. And since I don't want to really drive long distances or so, I don't really need a big car. But apparently they had no small cars anymore, so I got a medium-sized one. Seat Leon, or however you pronounce this guy, was really a decent car. Was a cool car, large car, not super large car, medium-sized car. So I was super happy, because I still had to pay the price for the small car. So this was a great start into this journey. And yeah, as I was sitting at Berlin airport, I was, as I said, looking for some places. And well, the Stockholm area, or Sweden in general, I guess is famous for, on the one hand, large forested areas with beautiful lakes, and on the other hand, scaries. And I wanted to see both things. The first day, I found among those huge amount of scaries one little island that is connected by road to the mainland, and where they had a small village and even a castle, and I thought, okay, that's not too far away from the airport, let's drive there. And that's what I did. It was really interesting to see the water, to see those other scaries around, to see this castle in the water. Was really a great start. On the way there, I saw a grocery store and I thought, hey, that's cool. That's exactly what I need, because I was still a little bit hungry. I needed a few snacks. I needed something to eat in the evening, so something for dinner. So I stopped there, bought all the things I need for snacks for the day, for the evening, and also some breakfast, so that I was prepared for basically until, hey, so many foxes. That's cute. So that we finished the map. We finished the map. That's cool. So we can now return to the tower and install the next row on our maps. That's cool. Of the super large map wall. So yeah, I found it super cool to just see the water, to see the castle. It really felt Swedish, whatever this means, but it was cool. And then I also wanted to see some, forested lake, basically, which I also found by browsing Google Maps. I mean, I haven't really looked up further information. I just saw, okay, there's a lake, there's a road leading to this lake. Let's just drive there. Let's find out what there is. Got there. It was quite interesting because it seemed like this lake is especially well known for fishing and for maybe even fishing tournaments or so, because they even had several cabins for rent. And so I guess it to me it was like, okay, this is a place where people can come together, book their cabins, stay there and do some fishing tournaments, find out who can catch the biggest fish or so. But I guess it's also a thing for the for the vacation time, for the summertime, that they just get there, have some time, not spend some time there, not too far away from Stockholm, regain some energy, catch some fish. So it was really nice. But for me it was more interesting to just see the lake, to just see the beautiful sky being mirrored in the lake, because it was already late in the early evening, sun was about to set, and was really amazing lights and beautiful colors. So I was over the moon. I was really fascinated by the start, but it wasn't. It really indicated that, okay, this could be interesting. I saw a bit of the scaries. Wasn't getting too deep into them because I planned a specific day to just explore only the scaries in the Stockholm area, and saw some of those lakes in the forest where I thought, hey, this would be also cool. It's also planned for a specific day to do some hiking trips through the forests. So I was really happy. I was really looking forward to the next days. And since it was already, I guess, 5:30 or so, I thought, okay, now it's time to drive to the Airbnb to get access to it, because she wrote me check-in would be between 5 and 9 p.m. So I wanted to be there in time. Got there. This was also interesting. As I got there, I mean, I somewhere had to store the car, and in this district of Stockholm, there were no free parking slots, so I needed a ticket. As I got to the ticket machine, I haven't received any physical tickets, so normally I'm used to get a piece of paper that I have to put on the dashboard so that other people who take the car can see, okay, this one has paid for placing their cars here at this parking slot. But this was different in this area. I had to type in the license plate number, and then I guess they have it in their system or so, and using tablets, smartphones, whatever, they can just check if the car driver has paid for the parking slot or not. So this was quite unusual, but this was also cool. Ow. And yeah, so parked the car, got to the building, received a text message with the key to enter the building. Yeah, as I entered the apartment, I was over the moon because it was really a beautiful apartment. It was really a nicely decorated apartment. It was really cozy. 2-room apartment, had my own kitchen, bathroom, everything you need in an apartment. There was even a balcony, which was a nice view. Ow. So I was really happy. This was the second amazing thing that day. Not only that I got this larger car, I also had a perfect apartment. And I mean, I checked all the photos on Airbnb to select the apartment, and I thought, hey, this looks interesting, this looks cool. And it was better. It was way better than I anticipated. So I was really happy. However, speaking of this specific Airbnb, it was also a little bit weird because the person who owned this apartment had more or less a lot of or all their personal stuff in there. So, I mean, yes, she moved everything out of the way. It was not like, okay, I saw her toothbrush in the bathroom also, but still all the drawers and cabinets and so on were full of her stuff, and it felt really like if she would normally be living in this apartment, but for some reason she also offers it as an Airbnb. And this was really a little bit confusing to me. I mean, sure, by all means, that's okay, but isn't it a little bit awkward to leave your place with all your belongings to complete strange people? I mean, I just found it weird. I just found it weird, so to say, because normally I would say, okay, if I do have an apartment I'm not using, and I would remove all my personal things and then offer it as an Airbnb, this would be no problem. But having all my personal items, all my clothing and whatnot in there, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it felt really as if she would normally be living there, and just when someone is using the Airbnb, she moves to a friend. I don't know where she stayed, so I never met her in person, but it was really a weird situation. And but yeah, was really a beautiful place. So I then prepared my supper, watched some YouTube, read a little bit, checked my pictures, the photos I took that day. I was looking for a nice road or nice track to go running in the morning, because I also wanted to go running every day in Sweden, which I did. I will talk about this, I guess, next time, because we are running out of time. So I guess the journey will keep us busy for a couple of episodes, but this is good. So we do have plenty of things to talk about. Yeah, check this. Was reading a little bit my book, was watching a little bit YouTube. Suddenly it was 11 p.m. or so, and it was time to go to bed, because I was quite tired with starting the day with swimming and traveling and flying and driving around. So yeah, I was tired. I fell into my bed and had a good night's sleep. Had really a good night's sleep. So this was an amazing start into this trip to Sweden. But, well, since we are running out of time, I think I will continue to talk about this next time. I hope you enjoyed the journey or the flight to Sweden. And next time we will talk about, well, the first day at Sweden, and maybe all the days I spent there. So we will see how long it takes me to discuss everything. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will be joining me next time. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!